So here I am, just starting out on my gold standard cardio hike, just a grouse grind. It's about 800-meter climb over, I think, 2.5 kilometers. Always a good time, regardless of whether you go fast or slow. I'm starting out a little bit slow today because I'm quite sore from yesterday. And also, it's pretty smoky. You can't see it here. There's a ton of smoke in the air from all the forest fires around. So, taking it a little bit easy today, and I'm going to push it harder tomorrow. See if I can record this video while I'm talking without doing a big nosedive into the dirt. I've also taken a lesser known route up the hill, so hopefully I won't be that douchebag talking to his phone as everyone is around them. I just hate that. I just can't stand people who think it's okay to be yammering on their phones for minutes and minutes and minutes, or even worse, playing their music on their phones. Like, you have earphones. That is what earphones are for. I don't want to hear your music. You don't want to hear my music. Anyhow, topic today is physical attributes. There are different physical attributes that are important to martial artists. There are things like strength, power, explosiveness, coordination, sensitivity, endurance, muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance, speed, flexibility. All of these things are important, and if you give it a bit of thought, I'm sure you can think of fighters or martial artists who've built almost their entire game around, focusing on one or two of these attributes. So what's the most important attribute? Well, I think it's endurance. And this comes from Danny Nasanto, who once said that if you're tired, that is, if you've run out of your endurance, then you're not strong. If you're tired, then you're not fast. If you're tired, you're not even making good decisions. You can't even think. Your endurance is the linchpin, the key physical attribute that allows all of the other physical attributes to express themselves. If you have great technique, that's wonderful. If you get tired, you don't have great technique anymore. Your great technique is out the door, and now you're just tired. So endurance is the most important physical attribute for martial arts, for self-defense. I think, among other things, the fact that you're working on your heart and your lungs, and then in this society, so many of us die of heart and lung diseases, which are kind of optional. Most of them are optional. All you need to do is work your heart and your lungs to do cardio. So given that way more people are going to die of heart attack and stroke than they are of like random attackers jumping out and attacking them with a knife, which happens, but doesn't happen as much as people dying from a heart attack and stroke, that doing cardio is also some of the most important self-defense that you can do from that point of view. So, what's the best kind of cardio? Well, best kind of cardio, honestly, I think, is running. I ran fairly seriously, fairly regularly for 20 years. Boxers generally say, especially old school boxers, say that running is super important for boxing. It's just time on the feet. It gets that fast twitch going. From a self-defense point of view, if you get in a fight, you might need to run away. If you practice running, you will be better at running away. So, after running quite seriously for 22 years, I was never great at it, but I did it, and it gave me great conditioning, really helped me out on the mats, really helped me out in my training. I've more or less beginning to phase that out, and I'm sticking more and more with steep mountain hikes like this one, other ones, because it's a lot more joint friendly. As you can hear, I'm beginning to huff and puff already, and it's going to get way worse by the end, I promise. As soon as I stop talking to my phone here, as soon as I stop recording this, I'm going to drop the hammer and go. It'll be long enough of a warm-up and enough stalling. But for me right now, this uphill hiking, this climbing of 600 meters, 1,000 meters, in that range somewhere. And then especially if I can take a gondola down and spare the joints. That's the perfect kind of cardio for me. Yes, it won't translate as well to running away from somebody as it would if I were running. On the other hand, it's still really tough cardio, and it will allow me to run faster and longer, especially, than if I didn't do it at all. And it also translates, this climbing here translates really well to martial arts training. It translates super well to grappling. I can tell when I've been doing things like the grouse grind here, my resting heartbeat in the morning starts going down. When I start pulling off better times here on this hike, because I keep track of it all, I can really feel my game improve. And my training partners notice it as well. They usually say things like, dude, you're so strong. Dude, you're relentless. No, it's not I'm so strong. It's just I'm not getting weak, because my heart and my lungs can continue to pump out oxygen, or pump blood through and oxygenate that blood. And it allows me to stay strong for longer. Whereas they might start out strong, but it's just a question of wearing them down, knowing that my conditioning is better than their conditioning, and just doing a battle of attrition and grinding them down. So, endurance, by which I mostly mean cardiovascular endurance. But endurance, muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance, aerobic endurance, anaerobic endurance, I'm going to lump all that together, is the most important attribute to be an effective martial artist. You might have to run away. You might have to fight more than one person. You might have to run for a bit, fight a person, run for a bit, fight another person, see that, try and catch somebody, try and get away from him and all his friends. You just never know. And if you get tired, remember, if you get tired, you're not strong. If you get tired, you're not fast. If you're tired, you don't have good technique. If you get tired, you're not even smart. So in order to keep on using this at the top of your neck, this noggin at the top of your body, you also have to work the heart and lungs right in the middle of your body. Okay, so that's enough rambling on and on about this. I'm gonna put this phone away, stop recording this, and then really drop the hammer and see what kind of time I can get on the rest of this hike. Take care and find some way to improve your cardio. Oh my God, it's a good time to stop, because I don't think I would be able to work a camera up here safely. Something would surely go wrong, and then I'll be busy on my Instagram or Snapchat saying, hey, if you can get this message, send the North Shore Search and Rescue team. I'd rather avoid that today. Yeah, good luck with your training. Talk to you another. Well, might be premature, but I'm almost at the top. I'm on the easy stretch now, and I survived another one. Good fun finding my way in the dark.